that was a heavy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me, like, where did this come from? Take me through, because you wrote it, directed it, produced it. You were in it, I saw, for a little bit.
Very briefly, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it came from my brain. But specifically, I started working on this as a project in our acting class. We were all in the same acting class. And the gentleman who plays Will, the stab dad, the hot dad, he was our teacher. And so I got paired with Shayn for a scene, and he was like, we should work on something fucked up. And I was like, I want to write something fucked up. And so I sat down and I was like, what would be like my biggest fears and triggers if I was going to write something, just for fun, like as a challenge. You're in the same acting class for like 10 years, and you're like, let's spice it up. And so I wrote 2 scenes for this. And the first scene I worked on was the reunion scene between Abigail and Beatrice in the cafe. And the second scene I wrote was the reunion between Beatrice and Grayson. And people were like, that's really sad and upsetting. You should keep writing it. And I was like, okay. And when I had time, I would just like write a scene and be like, oh, what if Beatrice went back to the farm and there was someone else living there and that guy had a kid, and like, how complicated can I make things? And at the end of a year, I hadn't noticed how much I had written, and I sat down and I put it all together because I'm a playwright originally, so I'd written all of it in playwriting format. And just for fun, I changed the format and I put it all into Final Draft, and I had written 60 pages. And I was like, well, it would be irresponsible for me to not finish it. So I did, and that's how I got here.
Amazing. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so you know all these wonderful thespians from your...
These are all my friends.
That's incredible.
Isn't it great? And all the cult girls are my friends. It's so great to have talented friends.
I was going to say, you're lucky that they're talented.
Oh my God. I lucked out so bad. And like, I had a talent crush on everyone sitting up here. And then they agreed to work with me on such kind of like dense and volatile material.
And very vulnerable from
Extremely.
all of you guys. So I'd love to talk to each
Yeah,
of you.
please.
I mean,
Let's
Olivia,
talk to them.
wow. That was absolutely stunning. I guess outside of knowing your writer and director personally, what drew you to this part?
I mean, I guess you're lucky in life if you don't know what it's like to be in a relationship with a controlling narcissist. But most people I know what that feels like. And so I had a lot to work through with that. And, working with Cassie was a dream. I mean, I've known her for years, and it was really wonderful when she sent me the script. And I don't know, I just saw a lot of myself in Beatrice. It's hard for me to answer that question because I just feel a lot for her. When I was reading the script, I was like, yeah, I know this person, even though Beatrice is very different from me. I'm not her, but I just felt like there was a lot of catharsis I could go through by working through that character. And I really love Cassie's writing, and I love where it went. And yeah, I don't know, I think that all the characters are relatable in some way, shape, or form, which you don't always get in a movie. And I don't know, I just really loved Bea when I read her. I was just really fucked up. I want to do a fucked up movie.
Yeah. Well, mission accomplished. I do think it's such a great performance because you're holding so much back, but at the same time, I don't think there's anything you don't lay out there for us to see. So just, again, congrats. That was amazing. And Riley as well. I guess I would love to know what, I think everyone up here, it's very, very vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there. I guess what was the biggest challenge for you to make sure you kind of didn't lose yourself in that and were still like able to give an active performance?
Lose myself in which part, sorry?
Just in how emotional it is.
Oh,
I suppose.
yeah. The days were heavy.
Yeah. How do you stay grounded?
Yeah, I think again, I think working with friends was a big positive in that sense. Where also all of the cast was living together at the time. And I think decompressing at the end of the workday was very important. And I did take it upon myself to be camp counselor in that way. And so I truly, I think like getting home and we had family meals and played games, and I think that was a massive part of how we were able to get up the next day and go make a really sad story come to life. But yeah, I found that really helpful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And also trusting everyone that you're working with, because we are so close on a personal level. So I think you feel safe. Yeah,
that's amazing. And obviously speaks to you, Cassie, and the environment you create for them. So amazing.
We all worked really hard, like even, or especially like Ben and Will and our crew, and the amount of conversations that we had about making sure that like everybody felt safe. And Jordan, I wish he was here because he was also our intimacy coordinator and our our stunt person, or like stunt coordinator, and I called him our emotional baggage donkey because he just had to like carry so much. And he drove the actors in this big scary van that broke down, and so it was very much about just trying to make sure everybody felt safe, because I think when you feel safe, you can sort of let yourself go to those. And they went to all these places that, even though I wrote it, the joke that I've told, I think it's funny, is that I'm the architect, I built the house, and I laid the cement of the foundation, and then day one, these fuckers showed up with like jackhammers, and they went down to the basement, they just started drilling into the foundation. I was like, no, stop, don't do that. And then underneath, they're like, we found a well under the foundation, it's more fucked up than you thought. And I was like, no! So I was shocked watching my actors, like to the point where I'd be watching the monitor be like, this is the worst day of my life. Because they were having the worst day of their life. And it was beautiful now.
That it's over.
Yeah. It's great to look back on it and be like, wow, we really did that. I'm glad that's done. But yeah.
So Molly, also, I know your role was a little more brief, but incredibly memorable. So how did you go about approaching that character? Because obviously she's kind of the crux of the movie in a way.
Yeah, I wanted to. I think that, I'm just a little bit older than Georgina when I was filming it, but I didn't want to, just play her, one tone, and I wanted to, make sure she had levels and that we could see that, she was also, she wasn't just this rebellious teen, but she was really a child, a scared, lonely child. But yeah, I was there for 10 days, so I was there for the shortest stint in the cast house, but it was really, it was everyone. I grew up with these guys since I was in acting class with them since I was really young, and so it was just fantastic. I felt so supported, and it was fantastic getting to work with everybody. And honestly, I felt like I had the easiest job of developing my character, because everyone was so everyone had such strong, clear characters that I just was able to kind of plop right in there, and I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense, this works. So so these guys really did the hard work, and I honestly just got to have fun, and it was great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Shayn, you fucking creep.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Did you have any apprehensions going into this, or were you diving in head first?
No, the apprehensions were, as an actor, it's really exciting to do a creepy role. So that was very exciting. I get to work with people that I love and admire. The only apprehensions were just I guess you want to, actor 101 is relate to the character, and you don't want to judge the character, you want to be on his side, you want to understand him. So that was the challenging bit, a little bit, but it came easier than I thought, which was shitty. It's just like the biggest apprehension was like I think with most actors experience this, but like I want to be good in this film. Like this is like I have to be good in this. And then I immediately became really insecure, and I was like, I'm not gonna be good. And then I was like, well, that's kind of Grayson is like a really insecure dude who wants to be loved and liked. So I felt like really easy in that way of just like he wants to be loved, he wants to be admired, he wants to be good, he wants his daddy to be proud of him. But it's great, like this watch, I told Cassie this, but like I fucking hated him so much on this watch, which I'm glad. Like I feel like
some separation.
And now I'm like removed, and I just fucking hate the guy.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it was like I felt like I understood what he was saying, like what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Did I answer your question?
You did. You totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think it's really amazing and important to be able to work with like people who you trust and people who are really brilliant, and like the kindness of everyone on this stage is so incredible. And like I think you have to be a genuinely good person to play really fucked up people. Otherwise, sometimes you can just tell, you know, when you're watching a movie and you're like, no.
They're not acting.
Like, I see you. So yeah, it was just that trust of knowing that we had a really amazing team, and just very proud and very honored to have worked with everyone here.
And I'd love to, Will, the cinematographer.
Yay!
Amazing work.
Saved our bacon so many times.
I think one thing that kind of goes unnoticed a lot with cinematographers is their relationship with actors. And so in a film like this, which is so actor intensive, how do you kind of do your job without getting in the way of their job? Because you're pretty close in there a lot.
Yeah, that bathroom is real tiny.
Yeah.
He's not lying. That bathroom was...
Yeah.
I don't know how they fit 3 of them in there.
I think, we tried to do rehearsals ahead of time so that we could see where everybody was going to be, what the actions were, and then to come in and light things in a way that wouldn't be disruptive. Like, especially with this small production, right?
Yeah.
We had to move fast, so in order to do that, we couldn't, in a scene, stop down and like completely 180 all the lights and things. We had to do things in a way that were going to be conducive to moving quickly, and so to light in ways that allowed the actors to move around in the space and to be able to move from one coverage to the next, and kind of just be that fly in the background on the wall, and just allow them to do what they needed to do in the space, especially like the final scene with Olivia and Grayson. And
was that the first thing we shot?
Yeah,
it was day 2.
It was one of the first things
Oh, wow.
we shot, and that was, again, very small. That was like a single wide trailer, and it was during the day, and we blacked it out. And I don't think I left that thing for none of us did for 12 hours.
14.
Yeah, we just stayed inside and shot that entire thing. We lit in a way that we never moved a light. They could move around the whole space. I mean, you thought we were like 360 the whole time.
Yeah.
And
The sweat was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very hot. It was Arkansas in the
We
summer.
filmed in June in Arkansas. It was hell.
Yeah.
And that was our second day filming. Our first day was pretty easy. It was just mostly like Beatrice alone in the house, and we were like, wow, this could be easy. And then day 2, and it was what is now 14 minutes of the film. That was all one day. And it was Shayn's first day on set. Sorry.
Throw him into the deep end. Yeah.
Yes, very much so. And that, like, at the end of that day, I was like, if anybody comes back to set tomorrow, we can make it through the rest of filming. And everyone showed up bright and early. And
Here we are. You have a movie.
what a goddamn relief that was. But yeah, like so much of what we did was Will being like, okay, and now let me save the day. Like that gorgeous oneer on the side of the road. That's a oneer. that was originally 17 shots on my shot list. And then the scary van broke down that day.
Yeah.
So actors couldn't get to set for 2 extra hours. And then I had a hypoglycemic attack and almost passed out on the side of the road.
Fun.
So that was fun. First AD had to feed me strawberries to wake me up. That was fun. And we had no time, and every single car in Arkansas stopped because one neighbor is like, "Hey, they're filming something down on the road," and then every neighbor is like, "Where on the road?" And they're like, "Underneath the pecans." And I can sound like this because I'm from Arkansas. And then they all come to the pecans, and every single car in like the countryside drove through our set. And Will was like, "Fuck it, we're doing a winner," and we got it in like 7 takes, 8 maybe. It was wild. But he saved the day because now that's like one of my favorite moments, and it looks so beautiful and planned.
I was gonna say, it looks very orchestrated.
Yeah, because he knew it was gonna be a shit show coming in, even before the actors couldn't get there, before I passed out, and then we still got it. So he's a miracle worker.
I also want to mention that, thank you. Will was extremely great at sort of like, you were talking about space and being able to blend in the background and respect us, and like that tiny bathroom that he mentioned. That was a very hard scene. It was a very hard day, and the fact that I don't even remember you in the bathroom is insane. And like I just, it's not something I think about often, and when you see someone that's able to do it very well, you're like, oh, holy shit, that is, it's a massive part of the art form, is being able to do his art while respecting our
Absolutely.
space and not, thanks for that.
So we only have a couple more minutes. Is Jeff here? Jeff Howard?
Jeff?
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Our fearless leader has an announcement.
Can I hug you? I haven't met you yet.
That would make my evening.
Hey. Hi.
I'm here because this is our 10th anniversary.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
of the 800 films submitted this year, 200 were features. 9 features were good enough to get in the festival.
Oh, shit.
But Abigail before Beatrice, the jury deliberated last year. You win Best in Fest. So we had someone with a film like 2 years ago makes polyurethane food. And so this is the Golden Poppy, which is golden movie popcorn for Best in Fest. And the popcorn pops out, so you keep drugs in them.
Oh my God!